So it was the kids' first day back at school today, yay! Which means I get some freedom to do my DIY. So today I'm going to look at fixing this drawer that I started doing. I don't think I showed you because it took me bloody ages, but I'll show you now. This is the drawer, so I'm making the drawers for this unit, and it took me for ages just to do this bit. So I learned how to use my pocket hole jig, and basically then realised once I'd done it that I hadn't taken into account the bottom of the drawer. So I need to take it apart now and put in a little ledge for the bottom of the drawer to go in. So I'll take you out to the garage. So it's a lovely fine day again today, and I just thought I'd show you that my delivery of wood has turned up, which means I can make Ollie's bed, even though I'm not going to make it just yet because we haven't got the room for it. But also, can't get out. We've got sheets to make my drawers. So these are going to be used to make the beds, and we've got about 5 sheets of this. I've still got all this wood to use. Still relatively tidy in here. I've got my new pocket hole jig that I haven't used yet. I'm going to use for the drawers. And where's that? Oh yeah. And this jig for my circular saw, so I can cut these boards on the length, because I really don't like this table saw. It's just not nice to use. I don't know if it's because it's cheap or what, but anyway. So I've got 2 new tools there. I think I showed you these new tools. So I've got so exciting, isn't it? I've got this, which is obviously for the bucket. I've got my hawk plastering, and I've also got my, oh god, I've got so much stuff, it's unbelievable. My Marshalltown trowel as well. So I've got those, I've got the bucket. I just need to get the actual plaster. Yeah, so I'm slowly building up a lot of stuff, but I just thought I'd show you the wood we've got. And so this weekend I want to try and make the drawers, and I'm going to use these pocket holes so the drawers will look nice and professional. So since I filmed last, I got a few more new tools. I got this new thing, a blower from Roby, and it's really good. And I've cleaned all this, really chuffed with it. So I got that because I was getting fed up of all the dust everywhere. I think you saw my track saw, and you saw my pocket hole jig. I also bought some of these fold away horses, because the ones I had are great for outside, but like storing them, absolute nightmare in here. So I have bought some of them. So okay, time to cut some of the MDF now, ready for the drawers. Okay, so the next thing we need to do now is, why do I say we, the next thing? I measure the thickness of this to figure out how deep I have to have the table saw. So I thought I was filming and I wasn't. Basically, this is the little jig I've made up and it fits the groove. I'm going to make it slightly smaller and try to practice. Maybe a little bit deeper because it's only just sitting in there. And I just need to make sure it's the same distance. Right, so I'm going to practice it on the other side now. That's the first one. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put my bits together, and I've done those. Oh, come on. Break. I should have done these Dago things before I did the pocket holes, because I think it's going to split now. Really hoping it doesn't, but I can already see that it's a bit fragile. Make sure that's right. I need to invest in a long neck bit. Right, now I should be able to, fingers crossed, put this in. I really hope it works. Please work for me. That end bit I'm a bit worried about. I got the wrong bit. So now this is all dry, I'm going to just sand down the wood filler, and then I've been and bought some more French chic blackjack so I can finish it the same colour on this lovely roller. So I'm just applying some cork now in the inside, stop any kind of bits going down the crevices, because this is going to be a cutlery drawer and I know that they get really dusty. Done, so I've just got to let that dry, and then I can put the first coat of paint on. Now I'm going to try and make the other drawer up, I think. So, last drawer now. Excuse me while I eat my ice cake. Filled it in, done all the chalk. My cat is obsessed with Barry. Now I'm just going to paint it. Oh, sorry, I'm throwing. That'll be my 2 drawers done now. First coat almost finished. Glad when these are done because they've been a pain in the arse. If it was going to be my real kitchen, then I would have rectified all the problems. For instance, the holes on the outside and things like that. But I don't want to waste any wood, seeing as this is all just going to go in about a year's time anyway. So it's purely a practical use. First time I've made drawers, so I'm quite chuffed. There's a lot to learn. I finally realised I hate my table saw, and so I set up a jig for making these drawers with my circular saw, and it took a good few hours to suss it out because I've never really had to do that before. So yeah, that was fun. But once we got there, it was fine, and I think I'm going to sell my table saw. It's so cheap and nasty, and it really scares the hell out of me, and I just don't want to do any damage to myself or to anyone else or anything like that. So I think I will either give it away or sell it. It's barely been used. I've used it a couple of times, and I hate the bloody thing. I'd rather just use my circular saw and make up jigs for long pieces because it just scares the hell out of me. First coat on. There you go, it's the first coat, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end.
Wait for you to.
Yeah, so we're just coming up to Ford's now. Yay! Looking for our new van to take the place of this Galaxy. Exciting stuff. I don't know how much I'll be able to film in here because they might be discreet with registrations and stuff. So yes, I will speak to you guys soon. Ooh, busy. Bye. So I'm hoping it's one of those vans over there that we're going to be looking at. If my camera focuses, that one. So there's a cabin one because we are actually going for a crew van, so we'll have 6 seats. Otherwise, I don't know. My boys just want to speak. Let me just focus.
Yeah, we're in our pajamas because we didn't want to get dressed. So you're staying in the car.
So we've just looked at the new, I can't even think the name of it, but it's like a Transit Ford. It's one of the new ones. It's really nice. It's got sliding doors on the back. It's a 6-seater cabin, and it's got plywood on the boot, which is really good, so I don't wreck the boot with all my stuff. And yeah, it's just really nice. So we're going to go with that. It's going to be a black one, and they've got to order it in now, so we should have it in a couple of months. So I'll show you that when that comes in. But yeah, really excited. So in the extension is where where I'm gonna practice my plastering. It's a bit of a mess today, but I had tidied up this extension because it was such a mess. But I can use like this wall, which is quite a big wall to practice on. Just been out there, and she wants to go in there again. We've got rats, you see, in the garage and above here, but they'll all be gone once this is knocked down. We also took all the furniture out of this, which we never really showed you before because it wasn't really accessible. I don't know whether you can see. This was a little room on the end. The rats go up there as well. This is where our double doors is going to be at the back of the extension. And this was like a little dark room. And then that's where the spa is there. So we took out all the cupboards of here on the weekend so we could store all our logs to dry out. So we can't really use this room for anything else. So yeah, Laura's having a good sniff down there. What's down there, Laura? What's down there? Huh? Come on then. Yeah, so this extension is going to be... Laura! Come on. Come on, where'd you come? This extension is where the new kitchen's going to be. So... Oh, Jesus. Door. It's coming off. It's such a shambles. So I can kind of do what I want here because you see where the wall goes. So all of this is going to be knocked down. It's going to be huge. So this is going to be the garage is going to be knocked down. All of this is going to be our new kitchen. So I've tried to keep it as tidy as I can. This is all stuff that's got to go in our loft. We can't put it up there until we've solved the rat problem. And the rat problem can't be solved until this is knocked down. So everything's kind of stored here for now. But really, apart from that stuff in the loft, this is all insulation for downstairs. We've got the new doors for the living room under there. This is insulation. This is just junk, really. And then this is just the tumble dryer and the washing machines. There's not much in this massive room, really. I don't know whether you saw on my Instagram account, but we took off all the wallpaper off the ceiling. That was really quite scary. And all upstairs, we've taken it off. You can see loads of cracks, so we're going to need plasterboard on there. I've still got a bit of this horrible vinyl to come off the bottom, but most of it's off now. So the next room I need to get rid of wallpaper, and hopefully is the second to last room in the house. There you go, it's all off here. Is this room. So we've taken off all the thick layer so that the walls could breathe, but we need to get all this off the ceiling, this horrible wallpaper, everything. So that's going to be the next room for me to do, probably this weekend as well. We've had 2 quotes now from builders, and we've had the plans signed off, and I've also had a quote. I'm not going outside because it's absolutely, well, even though it looks sunny, it's tipping it down. But the fence there, we're having a puppy in a couple of months. I know you probably think we're crazy, but the kids have wanted a puppy for a long time. So I've had a quote for a concrete gravel fencing, which basically would be the gravel on the bottom, and then concrete posts, and then you just slot in wooden posts or composite posts in between them to secure this one and to give us some more privacy. And then along here at the back, we're going to just put up a temporary little fence because the puppy's just going to be weeing in this area because the garden's too big and we haven't blocked off other side for the neighbours. But at least with this blocked off, it means I can put a temporary fence across here while he's still a little puppy. But that's not going to be, he's not going to be here till August, end of August at least. So I've got a few months to sort this fence out. Now I did get a quote, but my carpenter friend felt it was too big a job for him at the moment with all the work he's got on. And we worked out that this alone, on just this side, would need 14 fence panels. So that is 14, so that's 28 holes I've got to dig. But so what I'm going to do is do the 6-foot fence up to about halfway, and then I'm going to tear it down to 4-foot fence when we've actually demolished all of this garage, which I'm hoping to do this summer, in the next month or so. And then once that's out of the way, we can carry on with the 4-foot fence. In here, we've still got all the insulation panels that goes on the ceiling for the front lounge. So we've got these here and the insulation still waiting to go up in the ceiling in the front lounge. And these are the two door frames for this door and this door once we've finished doing all the work in here. So once they come next month and take out these joists and replace. So once they come and take out the joists and replace them, it looks a bit dark on here. Then we can get the electrician back in and get the electrics put down the walls. We can get our plumber in to install a new heater here, and then we can put the insulation in the roof, in the ceiling, sorry, and put the plasterboard up, and then ready for plastering and painting. I don't know whether I told you, but we had a leak last week, and we think it's linked to this new bit that was done with the pipe work before we moved in. But yeah, we had to have Welsh water out, and there was 2 leaks. They fixed it, but I think eventually we're gonna take up the whole thing and do all the pipes. So today they've just laid down the concrete, so that means I can have my drive back again. Good afternoon, everyone. So today, I'm not sure if I remember taking a video of my 2 drawers, but we are now working on the hutch in the kitchen. So this is the gap I want to complete, and I've cut the bits of wood for the shelves and the top and the bottom. I've marked out where the pocket hole screws are going to go, so I'm just going to do the first set of pocket holes. So my garage door has broken, which I need to fix, and I've got no light in there, so I'm having to do this in here. And this is my pocket hole jig. Let me just turn this around. So I just need to line these up with where the pocket holes are going. So okay, so now I've marked the top and the bottom and the sides. What I need to do is make sure that it's square. So I'm going to use my square on each bit that I put in. So first of all, make sure it's there. Okay, so let's have a look where these shelves are going to go. Probably want them. I'm thinking maybe there. Of having up here. Now, how does that look? So I've now done it to size. I'm going to do some more holes, pocket holes, and yeah, I'll put it together. My boys decided to help for like 5 minutes and then they disappeared on the trampoline. Thanks guys. So that's the first coat done, and it's looking pretty good, I think. A little shelf at the top. Yeah, so I'm just going to paint the back of the board now. That's going to sit on the back here, so it all looks continuous. So I've finally finished the unit. Dan opens the fridge door. There's my unit. Obviously the gap isn't perfect because it's all crumbling. At least it uses the space that we've got, and I've done it the same colour as all the black things we've got in here. So I can put my books and any big utensils in here. It's going to be a really handy space for me. I'm happy with that. So that looks cool with that unit and the other black unit, so I'm happy with that. Excuse the noise, Dan is cooking a Mexican for me. He has made black bean stew, which looks gorgeous. He's made vanilla ice cream with a peanut praline, goes on the top. And he's also, what are you making now?
Wickedly dark chocolate mousse. I made a bean casserole.
I know, I've showed them that. And a vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream with the peanuts.
Crackle.
Yeah.
So what's this here?
That's the yolks and sugar.
For the mousse.
Yeah.
Nice. And then he's going to make steak and something tacos. What was it?
Cheese tacos.
Steak and cheese tacos. But I just thought I'd show you my cupboard that I've finally finished. And really happy with the storage. Just means now that Dan's got somewhere to put all his cooking appliances, and we've got a much better kitchen in here now. It's great, isn't it? Looking good. Working kitchen. Huh? I put it in the drawer out the way. The drawer that I made. Have they seen this drawer? So this one's the one, the first one I made with the cutlery. And then this is the second one. Oh. Hi guys, so as you can see, this is a way in the future now. It's actually June, and you can see I haven't actually posted for a while, but I was going to keep this a secret that I've been growing my dyed hair out. I was going to do an update on Instagram from where I've been doing it, but anyway, yeah, so that's the video for today, and I'll be putting another one up shortly. But as you can see, there's been little jobs going on, nothing major, but we have got some major works coming up, so I will be filming those. But for now, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.